Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, how are you guys doing? Did you guys see my thumbnail? Hello. Okay, I just got the notification that I'm live, so people should be joining soon. My Christmas was really chill, relaxed, it was fun. Um, a couple, well, like 6 days ago was my last day of having the flu, and then after that came the holidays. So that's why you guys have not been seeing me too much on here. I don't know, has the flu always been that bad? Because I remember, okay, I think maybe I got the flu when I was younger before, but I never remember it being that, like, like that, how it was. Like, why was it so bad? Now, what I did like about the flu that I had, I didn't have any runny nose and I didn't have any coughing, which, if anyone knows me, my biggest pet peeve is having a runny nose. I hate that so much. I don't know. It's the worst thing for me ever. But I didn't have runny nose or coughing or anything like that. It was just like sore throat and like body aches. Um, but yeah. But Christmas was good. I got to see family. That was good. Um, and it was very chill and relaxed. Hello. Yes, CM, I did get your email. I'm actually going to answer your question on the live. Yours, and there's another one who sent me a question. But I hope everyone is doing good. I hope everyone had an amazing holidays. If I do not upload before the New Year's, Happy New Year's. But I did want to get on here and talk to you guys about why trying to manifest something is not how you should be going about manifesting your desires. The reason is because when you try to do something, you put your focus on trying rather than deciding or knowing that your desire is yours. So the more you continuously try to manifest something, you will be put in situations where you try to achieve whatever it is that you want. So it was very important for me in particular when I was talking about my manifestation or when I was even affirming that I take the word I'm trying to manifest this or I'm trying to get that or I'm trying, you see what I'm saying? Because sometimes when we're affirming, let's say it's like for money and you're like by yourself and you affirm for like wealth or whatever, you sometimes will catch yourself saying I'm trying to manifest blah blah blah, I'm trying to manifest this in your affirmation, but I'm trying to tell you this right now, correct it so you no longer are in the energy of trying and you're more in the energy of already having. So remember also with affirming, you're not trying to manifest something, you're remembering what you already have because you already have the desire that you want. Since it's already made and out there, all we're doing is focusing on the version of us who's thinking, acting like the person who has that desire. And it that's acting um from acting of and then acting from. So there is a difference. One of them is thinking from not having your desire, and then one is thinking of your desire. Um, a lot of the time, people get confused with, okay, if I am trying to think of my desire, is that not the same thing of like thinking from? Well, no, because one insinuates it's far away, and then the other one insinuates you already have it. Um, Little things like this is what you have to pay attention to, especially like in your verbiage and in your speech, because it's very easy to let things like that slide. And I found that when I started to correct a lot of the things I was saying, I started to see more consistent results. Give me one moment. I'm gonna read your questions from my phone. So if you see me look down, it's because I'm reading your questions. I look like your friend's partner. I don't ever um, think I've seen a look-alike of me before. So that's interesting. Is it even possible to manifest in being part of a group of friends which already exists? Like, how do I need to talk to them a lot and stuff? So, what you're referring to is the bridge of events. It is possible to manifest a group of friends. How that happens, it's honestly you don't know. For all you know, you end up meeting one person from that friend group who then introduces you to their friend group. And that's just one of a billion and thousands of ways that could have happened. Maybe you go to a concert and you meet a bunch of people that you like that end up becoming your new friend group, and coincidentally, they live very close to you. So, how it happens, you don't really focus too much on that because it's not necessary. You just focus on the end result. For some reason, a visualization that I'm getting for this type of like desire is like I see a bench like at a coffee shop, and you have like three or four people next to you sitting down, and obviously there's you, and everyone's back is turned. So you may not know what they look like, but you can just see their backs. Almost as if there was like a camera recording you from behind. So it's you, and then on the side it's like a few other people. So that's like a visualization you can use to insinuate your new friend group. Or you could become creative, make one that you think is better. But that was just like an example. What do you think about robotically affirming? I think robotically affirming is amazing if you enjoy doing it. Um, I know a lot of people who only robotically affirm and get good results, but I know some people who do robotically affirm and don't get good results because it brings up a lot of resistance. So whichever way you decide to affirm is best as long as you're comfortable using it. Okay. Let me read your email, CM, because that is one of the main reasons why I came on here today. Okay, so CM, I'm reading your email, and I will suggest that you do not worry about what you did taking away from the law of assumption and living in the end. Because, first of all, there's no rules when it comes to manifesting in general. So anything that happened or anything that you did that you think may block your desire cannot happen unless you say so. So even if you did, if you even if you made like 1,000 other mistakes, if you decide that it's not going to corrupt the end state, it's not going to do anything. And then your second part of your question. Yeah, my suggestion would be is don't worry about the mistake you made. Just focus on the new end result that you're trying to manifest. So if you want to win this contest, how would you feel, or even if you don't feel anything, how would you be going about your everyday life after you've won? So what does that look like? What do you feel on a daily basis? What are you doing there in that reality that you're not doing here in this reality? And your main focus should always be to live in the end result of the person that already won. So obviously someone who's already won is not checking who the competitors are, or who the judges are, or if you even stand a chance against the other competitors. None of that becomes a worry, because guess what? You already won. So pretend it's already like 5 days after you've won and the winner has been announced, and you're the winner. So how are you acting on a daily basis after you've won? And you just do that. You emulate that person until you win. I hope that answered your question. How do I manifest being friends with a celebrity? Just by affirming. If yeah, you could become friends with a celebrity just by affirming. You could visualize it, but make sure every time you think of that celebrity, you think from the news story. So you think of yourself and that person hanging out. You think of that person and you going to parties, them giving you stuff, whatever it is, as long as it implies that you guys are friends. If I'm trying to manifest money, but then I ask someone for money and they say yes, is that a manifestation? What if they say no? Should I not ask at all? Um, there's really no rules, to be honest, when it comes to manifesting. You could ask for money, you could not ask for money. I want to ask you in particular, were you asking for money in general, or was it a specific request or amount that you're looking for? Because if you ask someone for money and they gave you, let's say, a quarter of what you were trying to manifest, I would take that as birds before land. But obviously, if they gave you the amount you were looking for, then you know that's your manifestation. And it's kind of like the same thing when people ask, okay, if I'm manifesting an SP and we're out of contact, should I contact them first? Well, that'll solely depend on you. For example, like, do you feel like if they don't text you back that you ruined your manifestation? Do you feel like if you don't get the answer that you want, that you know in the end you two are meant to be together because you said so? Then yeah, sending a text message won't do anything and will not hinder your manifestation. So it's very personal from person to person how you feel about messing with the middle, people like to call it. But ultimately, my belief is it doesn't really have an effect on the end state. Oh, thank you, Cicely. That the noise of Cash App reminds me of Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob, like the register. Um, what was I saying? Uh, I completely forgot what I was saying. Um, okay, yeah. So you can't mess up the end result. Also, can I check my bank account once a day to see if I got my money I'm trying to manifest, or should I just not check at all? My opinion personally would be, so take for example what I just said. If you can check your bank account and see that you have a balance that is not what you want and still feel fine in knowing that you'll get your desire in the end, then you can check it all day if you want. But what I would do is I would not check it at all, because when you manifest anything, it will make itself super, super clear. Like, say for example, and this is just like an incident that happened with me one time. I was manifesting a specific amount of money, and I was not trying to check my bank account because I didn't want to feel triggered. So it was like 3 days of me affirming and visualizing for this specific amount. And I remember someone who I owed money to um, asked me to hang out. And when we were hanging out, I remembered that I want to pay them back, even though they gave me money to keep. Well, actually, I don't think they lent me money. They gave me money to keep, but I didn't feel right keeping the money that they gave me, because like the situation was very weird, and I didn't feel comfortable keeping their money. So when we went to go hang out, I just had a thought. I'm like, now would be a good time to send this person their money back. I go on my phone, I go on my app. Now I was strictly only going on my Chase app because Chase has Zelle, and the only way for me to use Zelle is through the app. So I had to check my balance either way. And the money that I was manifesting was in my bank account, and I didn't have to constantly keep checking it. Something made me check my bank account, almost like my manifestation was making itself clear that it was already here. So understand that when you manifest anything, it will make itself extremely obvious. So you don't have to worry about checking every single second of the day. It'll just come. Like you'll just something will happen that'll cause you to check, and you'll see it. Since manifesting is limitless, is it possible to manifest someone who died 2 years ago be alive again, even if their body is properly composed? I'm not gonna say it's impossible, because obviously with manifesting everything is possible. I say experiment, see how it works for you, um, and document your results. That's just my opinion. I keep losing my spot here in my comments. I'm trying to figure out if I want to manifest money or if I just want to manifest the thing I want. Like in my head, if I get a large sum of money, then I can spend to my heart's content, and then manifest more, because like yesterday I tried to manifest. Okay, so it's like the same thing. I mean, you could do either or. I personally just like manifesting the things themselves. Like I remember when I was trying to manifest a PS5, my logic mind was like, okay, well, you need money to get that first. But then I'm like, wait, circumstances don't matter, and manifestation is basically like currency, so I can just manifest the thing itself. And even though I was trying to manifest the PS5 itself, a situation happened where someone gave me the money for to purchase the PS5, so I didn't have to buy it with my own money. So my recommendation is just focus on the thing itself rather than the money for it. What if it's a friend group which already exists and I know their faces? Can a manifestation be that specific? I want to be a part of a friend group, which I know of. Yeah, you could definitely become part of a friend group that you know. You can visualize yourself in a group with them, chatting together, going to coffee shops, going to concerts. See you guys. You can visualize you guys together, shopping at a mall. Um, yeah, I don't think it really matters if it's a established group or you finding a different group. You're welcome. I think I'm a little too good at manifesting food. Like I've manifested food so much where like I have no, like it's no doubt. Like I probably could become homeless and I could still manage to get free food every day with my assumption. Yeah, if you see that someone is sending you money that's not the amount that you are wanting, I would just take that as birds before land. What does I intend really mean? To me, it's kind of confusing because doesn't it imply that it hasn't happened yet? So, the I intend method is when you say you intend to manifest or whatever using the word I intend. Um, from what I have experimented, affirming that something is going to happen or something has happened has always produced the same results for me. Your your subconscious knows what you're talking about. When you say I intend or I'm going to do this or I'm going to get this, it still implies that you're going to have something. So for whatever reason, I intend always works really well for me, as well as affirming in present tense, and they both work. So yeah. My friend asked me if she revises never moving to another city, what would happen to her dog? She got in a new city. Thank you. It's hard to say because I can think of a million and ten things how that could go. I think I think when you have an attachment to something, in this case the dog, your subconscious knows not to get rid of it, and so it only changes the part that you're wanting to change. So if you revise that you never moved to a city, you will be put in a situation where you have the opportunity to move. That's just what I think. How do I manifest a new phone? Easy. I love my new phone. I love that I can call people now. I have an amazing phone with long battery life. I have a very cute case. Um, I have so much storage. I can record anything I want now with my new phone. And uh, yeah, just go about using affirmations that basically imply you have your new phone. And every time you think of your new phone, just pretend, okay? We're just pretending. Just pretend you already have it. Even though it's not in your 3D, like right now, it already exists. So there's already a version of you with your phone out there. So, yes, you already technically do have it. So, every time you think about that phone, see yourself in your 4D, which is your mind, your imagination, your thoughts, using the phone, calling someone on the phone, being on the phone, and soon enough you'll see or be put in a situation where you manifest your phone. For persisting for an appearance change, you just continue to affirm and ignore the 3D. That's right. That's exactly right. I know some people, they start to affirm for like weight loss, and the first thing they start to do 2 days after affirming is they like to weigh themselves, which I never really understood this, because if you're trying to change something, obviously you already have enough proof that you are the way that you are in the 3D. Why do you go and trigger yourself by weighing yourself? Why do you go into the 3D and trigger yourself by doing things that are just going to make you oppose the new thoughts that you're feeding your subconscious? So my suggestion is, if you're trying to manifest appearance change, try your best to not I'm not gonna say don't look in the mirror, but don't look in the mirror strictly to just criticize and look for your results. Do that consistently and you will see results. I'm lost on career and applying to counseling grad school applications and confused because of my dad wanting me to get a grad school degree. What do I do? How to affirm my boyfriend's financial situation and family situation to do better. I'm at the moment work to be healthy for each other. Um okay, so let me answer your first question. I'm lost on career and applying to counseling grad school application and confused because my dad wanting me to go to grad school degree. So for this, to get you out of your confusion, my suggestion would be to affirm. Affirm that you made the right decision. Affirm that you have the career of your dreams. Yeah, I think you should just affirm that you have the career of your dreams, because then you'll be put in a series of events that lead you to find something that you really want to do. And if that includes school, obviously you'll end up at school. But ultimately, I think you want to be financially stable and have like good income. So I would just affirm for an end state of the career. So I love my new career. I love that I'm in my perfect place of work. I love that I get so many bonuses a year. I love all of my coworkers. Money just flows to me very easily, consistently at my career job. And I would just consistently just do that. Even if you don't know what it is, information will present itself. How to affirm for my boyfriend's financial situation and family situation to be better. I want all of them work and be healthy to each other. So you can use blanket affirmations. Isn't it wonderful that everything is working out for my boyfriend and family? Isn't it wonderful that everything's working out for my boyfriend and family? Everything always goes their way. They always get everything and anything that they want and desire. Blanket affirmations would work very well for this situation. So you're not making 3, 4 affirmations per person. Blanket affirmation will take care of most of that. What if you feel like giving up after no visible movement or contact from an SP for 1 year? Any tips? My question would be, in that 1 year, have you been doing everything correctly to the T to not see any movement? Because it could be a year, but sometimes people don't start doing things correctly until very like much later into the process, because maybe you discovered something you were doing wrong in the beginning of the year that you then fixed a couple months later. So then you actually were only doing it correctly for a few months rather than a year. Do you understand what I'm saying? Um, but besides that, I also want to say, um, try not to focus too much on the 3D and movement because they don't matter. I have had multiple and thousands of manifestations happen without any movement or any visible um, movement in the 3D at all, and I still got my desire. Remember, you're not affirming to get something, you're affirming because you want to remember what you already have. So, someone who already has contact with SP is not looking for contact. And just stay in this mind frame until you start to see things move in your favor. Can I manifest Blackpink to be my best friend even though they're a really famous girl K-pop group? With the circumstance I barely have followers on social media and of course they don't follow anyone. Yeah, circumstances don't matter. Remember, there's billions and billions and billions of realities out there. I'm sure in one of those realities you are best friends with with Blackpink. Just don't allow circumstances to change your opinion on the end state or the end result. Um, let's see. I watched a documentary about someone with flight anxiety who would imagine horrendous flight accidents every day for weeks before the flight, but no accident happened. How could this be? Um, who would imagine horrendous flight accident every day for weeks before the flight, but no accidents happened. It's hard to say because do you know for sure that they were thinking about accidents 24/7? I don't know. That's a weird one. I'm trying to think. Like, maybe the person was not thinking of accidents as much as they say they were. I'm not sure. Does actually time delay should exist? Honestly, there isn't any time delay. The only delay that happens in your reality is due to the time it takes for you to conform to the version of you that has whatever it is that you want. Because everything is already made, right? So think of it as a factory. A factory is manufacturing cars. The car that you want is already made. And so now the dealerships are waiting on the people to show up at the dealership and purchase the car. But just because you decide today that you want a car doesn't mean that the car that you want is not already made. Because I'm sure it's already at a dealership waiting to be picked up and bought by someone. So it's the same thing. Why is self-love, self-concept important when manifesting? Because when you have a very high self-concept, um, one, the 3D does not shake you, and two, you sustain your manifestations. If you have a very low self concept and you manifest a large sum of money, because you have a low self concept, you will cause yourself to lose that money. So even if you were able to manifest $1 million because you think that you don't deserve money or that you shouldn't be the one to have a lot of money or good things in your life, you will go through situations where that money just leaves your pockets or your bank account like water. So you'll notice that you'll have like a lot of bills to pay. You'll have like accidents where you have to like fix things like that will happen because of the assumption you have regarding money and a low self-concept. Same thing with like an SP. You could affirm to manifest a specific person, but if you have a low self-concept about how you view yourself, you'll either cause for that specific person to leave you or to continuously manifest different people but same stories. I'm trying to manifest $650 before tomorrow night. I'm door dashing and nothing is happening. I have said affirmation tens of thousands of times. I'm not feeling good about this at all. So the version of you who has the $650, how are they how are they reacting? So pretend like you already got the 650. What do you think you would do for the rest of the night? How would your thoughts be if you just got the 650 deposited into your account? You wouldn't be worrying, you wouldn't be doubting, you wouldn't be wondering where it is because you already have it. That's the same energy you want to put yourself in. If you want to see movement, Stop trying to manifest because you already have it. I hope that makes sense. What do you feel about using tools or medicines to heal the body? I get indigestion like after everything I eat and I didn't yesterday if I manifested it. Didn't realize I might have been the organic honeycomb because she I think taking medicine, there's nothing wrong with medicine because part of the manifestation process could be that you discover a medication that is very good for you. And so even though you didn't manifest the disease or the pain away completely, you were put you were given something to help ease that pain. And I feel like that is a manifestation. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. In the meantime, while you're manifesting those aches away, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking medicine. You're welcome. Hey, so I want to be able to manifest someone out of my life slash revise that they never met me or even don't. Hmm. So I was wondering what kind of affirmation can I do? Affirmations so that someone never met you. I would just say affirm that me and so have never met. Me and so um, never crossed paths. Um, we don't know each other. We're strangers. Something along the lines of that. And then you should start seeing that person lose interest in you, stop talking to you, probably forget your name. Yeah, that's what I would do. How to revise GPA. I'm applying to competitive schools and I want to change my GPA to match the states. You know what's so funny? Now that I'm reading this about the GPA thing, have you guys seen? I think you can watch it on YouTube. And this relates to your question because I saw a video of a 17-year-old girl. She's in high school. She has no modeling experience and she got chosen to model for, was it Marc Jacobs? It was either Dior or Marc Jacobs. It was one of those, but I feel like circumstances don't matter. I feel like if you affirmed that you're already in the school, even if you have a low GPA, I don't think, actually, I know that it wouldn't matter. And I think you guys can find that video on YouTube. 17-year-old girl modeling with no experience. So it might be like Marc Jacobs or Dior. Can we manifest broken objects to fix itself like a huge bad car crash to the point it looks super damaged? Um, to fix itself like a huge bad car crash to the point it looks super damaged and manifest stolen objects back to us. Yeah, you can affirm or revise that it never happened. I'm like one of those people that believes in like, I don't know if you guys watched videos of like portals opening and things like that, and like things just appearing out of nowhere, or like that one video of that lady who like cut that lemon in half, and like when she came back to it after grabbing a knife or whatever, it like put itself back together. I believe very heavily in things like that. So I think you can revise for that accident to have never happened and for things that are lost to put themselves back. I'm no longer feeling excited about thinking about my SP. I still want him, but I'm okay with being by myself for a bit and having time for working on myself. I keep getting signs the money is coming, but I'm still in debt and I have to liquidate my investments even though I don't want to pay the debt. Okay, so for your SP, I think that's a good state to be in because it means that you don't care either way what the outcome is. Like, you have an outcome in mind, but because you're not so, like, you don't have them on a pedestal, you have the upper hand in this case because you feel indifferent. And this is the state you want to get to because this is the state that you live in when you have your desire. Think about it. If you have $1 million, you're not excited about like acquiring $1 million. You may feel content, you may feel happy, but if you already have the money in your bank account, are you gonna wake up every single day like jumping up and down for joy and just like yelling at the top of your lungs that you have money and that? No, because you already have it. So that relaxed state is like, it's fine to be in. Doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen. It means that you're just in the state of knowing that it's happening. I keep getting signs that money is coming, but I'm still in debt and I have to liquidate my investments. You can affirm that. Um, do money affirmations. And if you're someone who likes to affirm robotically, affirm that you're rich and wealthy. I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I'm rich, and I'm wealthy, I'm rich, and I'm wealthy. Even if you don't believe it in the beginning, I want you to take your focus off of the debt, because the more you focus on the debt, the more it will keep popping up in your life, the more you will keep being reminded that you have this debt. Or you could even affirm that I am so happy this debt is paid off. I am so happy this debt has been paid off. I have no debt. All my debts have been paid off. I have no debt. All my debts have been paid off. And you pay more attention to that instead of, I have all this money I have to pay. I have this debt. I have, pay attention to the thing you want to manifest. Not, because if you pay attention to the negative thing, you're keeping it alive. Where attention goes, energy flows. You're welcome. Alright, guys, I'm gonna answer one more question. And then I think I have a video planned for tomorrow. I don't know yet. I might upload. But I am catching up with clients still from when I was sick and I couldn't like get on my computer and answer emails. So I'm almost done though, but I'm not completely done. But yeah. I find that I've been manifesting rapidly recently. Anything I think I would like appears in front of me. It's crazy to know that we are that powerful. Yes, this is what I want everyone to understand, that we're very powerful. If you don't doubt and if you don't waver to the things that you want, you can literally have anything you want in a matter of minutes, seconds even. What do you think about promotion, premonition dreams? I dreamt some numbers when I manifested more money and it came true for the lottery, but I didn't play. Um, that could just be your bridge of events. I don't think anything is wrong with people who have like premonition dreams. I feel like each person is going to get their results in a different way depending on their lifestyle, their beliefs, and things going around in their life. So if you're someone that's like into tarot and psychics, and or you're someone who is psychic and you like dream about like future events, it's not surprising to me that your um, bridge of events happens in one of those premonitions that leads you to your manifestation. So I think it's good. I think it's an amazing thing that you get prophetic dreams about money. So the lemon video, I saw that lemon video on TikTok, but I'm sure if you go on YouTube, type in lemon puts itself back together video, you'll see it. It's like a lady cutting the lemon and then it like puts itself back together. And then that video came out on TikTok first, and everyone was talking about how it was like the Matrix glitching or whatever. I have to go to grad school, kind of confused right now, but should I just manifest they love my personal statement? Yeah, you could manifest that they love your personal statement. They loved everything about your statement. They love everything about you, your personality, your grades, and yeah. And if you want to be in forex, you can affirm for that too. That you're very successful in forex. You're an amazing trader. You make so much money on forex. As long as you, I think the point I'm trying to make with all these questions is just repeat the story you want to experience. Forget what the 3D is showing you and affirm for your new reality. So, do you think if I desire an SP, they say that SP desires me too? So, can everyone in my reality conform to my thoughts without their free will? Yes, I do. Yeah, that's so honestly, it's so weird how things like that happen. I even had a situation one time where, um, do you guys remember the dongles that used to come with the iPhones? I remember specifically throwing mine away because it was like chipped and it didn't work anymore. And I swear, like 3 days later, I checked where I was keeping it because I had something else in that drawer to get, and the dongle was there, and I was so confused because I thought I had thrown it away, and I know I threw it away because it made me so angry that it was not working when I needed it that I threw it away in the garbage outside. So how another one appeared, I don't know. I think like moments after I threw it away, I was planning on getting another one anyways. So that's probably how it manifested all on its own. But yeah. Will you do an updated wealth video? Yeah, I'll do more of wealth, especially now for New Year's. People want me to talk about having more money, acquiring more money, more wealth, and I want to do that for you guys, so you guys can start off the year very opulent, very wealthy, a lot of money, have your own money, move out, do whatever it is that you want with your money. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this live. I think I will be uploading tomorrow. Stay tuned. If you guys have any questions under this video, under this live, please leave them down below after I upload it, and I will try to make a video off your recommendations. Alright, guys, I hope everyone has a good night. It is 7 p.m. here in Miami. Persist in a new reality, persist in your new manifestations, and don't let 3D tell you what you can and cannot have, because guess what? You already have it. So, yeah. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of your night. Persist and do not let SP kick you off the pedestal if you are manifesting SP. That was very random, but I think someone needed to hear that. Alright, guys, happy manifesting.